Welcome back.
Welcome back to episode 2, everybody.
Thanks for clicking on episode 17.
I think I say thanks for watching, like you're signing
Thanks for watching, and that's the end of this episode.
I don't remember if I was entering this tower or leaving this tower. I think I was entering it. Actually, you know what? I might be leaving it. Oh shit, I genuinely really don't remember. Okay, so
Wait, no.
What's it been, like a week and a half?
Maybe around there, yeah.
Do you remember where I was?
You were in the tower.
Fuck. Do you remember if I was entering
I don't
the
remember
tower?
if you were if you were
no.
entering or leaving. I think you were entering. So you haven't gotten to the top yet.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the top. And if it turns... Oh, power belt. What does that do again?
I think it ups attack EV gain.
Oh,
That
hey,
or
Hoppip. I like Hoppip. Hoppip looks
special
like
defense.
ass. Oh, Jesus. Why does it look like such crap?
That's what happens when you try to put old Pokemon into a Gen 5 game.
Yeah. Oh, God. It's like so jagged and weird. Huh. Alright, I'm gonna keep climbing then.
Superman 64 all up in here, flying through rings.
Bronzor? No,
Ow.
thank you.
You never know, it might have Fusion Flare.
Never know, might have Ember. Alright, run away.
You never know, it might have Runaway.
It's not gonna have Spatial Rend.
Yeah. Or Flare
Snow Run.
Blitz.
I kinda like Snow Run.
Snow Run's cool. Get it?
Because it's fire type. Cold, like fire type.
Yeah, cold like fire type.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty cool like bug type.
Did you see my tweet
I
about
did.
Buffalo?
Oh, wait. Yes, I did.
Okay. I need to say this here because it's so funny to me. Tons of people have tried to correct me on how, oh, Spinarak, I like that one. People have tried to correct me.
People tried to correct me on how Spinarak is a cool Pokemon.
Yes, and they are objectively wrong. Spinarak's cool. No, you know how Getsis has a Buffalant?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Getsis, either him or Ann, I forget.
It was Getsus, yes.
Yeah, Getsis, because it was the last Pokemon. He's got a Buffalant, and I called it as a joke, Taurus with an afro, because it's just Taurus with an afro, like it's shameless. Tons of people commented just saying, like, time code, and then next comes Tauros, and then they're like, oh my god, he's an idiot, doesn't know Gen 5. Like, some of them are just like, I think you mean Buffalant, and then some people, like, go off on a tirade for it. But, like, I read that, and I just responded with, quote, Tauros with an afro, end quote. It's a joke. Like, did they not hear the full sentence? What's going on? So I tweeted out saying, like, tons of people are trying to correct me on this. Like, did I tell the joke badly and people aren't realizing it?
No, what they're interpreting what you've been saying as is he sends out Taurus while he is wearing an afro.
Ah, okay. Okay, I am definitely climbing the tower because I've just run into a trainer I haven't fought. But yeah, like, it's crazy because, like, when I tweeted that out and I just asked, like, did I do the joke badly? I have had, like, tons of responses. This is, like, one of the most popular tweets I've ever had. Tons of responses, people just being like, how the fuck did someone not take that as a joke? Like,
right?
Everyone's like, pretty much everybody unanimously said, no, it's pretty obvious it was a joke. People are just dense. Because, like, I thought it was so obvious. Like, everyone must have made that joke, right? That it's just Taurus with an afro?
If not immediately, they may have made a joke at some point in their life.
Like, when I first saw Buffalant, when the games were new, and I was playing the game, and my sister was playing the game too, I literally said out loud, oh my god, look at this one, it's a Taurus with an afro. Like, it's the first reaction of any human seeing that who's also played Gen 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what it is, and I don't even dislike Buffalant. I actually kind of like it as a Gen 5 Pokemon, because Taurus with an afro is actually kind of cool. Okay, Pikachu. maybe you shouldn't just use curse 3 times while I'm trying to earthquake you. Jesus Christ.
I mean, it would let him tank an earthquake.
He actually didn't end up tanking an earthquake. It was just... Oh, Max Ether. Nice. He didn't actually tank an earthquake. I was paralyzed.
Okay, gotcha. I thought it was like bad accuracy luck or something.
No, bad paralysis luck. So where are you right now?
Fighting the gym leader.
I was hoping you were going to say America.
I am in America, though.
You know, earlier today, I was... hold on. Let me just famous guy name drop. I was in a call with John Stone earlier today. Yay!
Yay!
Famous YouTube guy. Does Pokemon. We were talking about many things, but I've come to the realization that Georgia, the American state, has very, very good housing prices. Like, astonishingly good housing prices. And so, you know, I've said for years I've considered moving country at some point. You know, I want to wait until my mom's in a better place and everything. But moving country, and how America is one of the ones I've considered, because they're pretty... There's a lot of states that are pretty good about starting a small business, which I'd like to. Georgia seems like a good one for that. And God, why does everyone have a Kabuto, and why does it look so freaky in this? I kind of want a Kabuto. It looks cool. But yeah, he pointed out to me that housing prices in Georgia are really good, because I was talking about how, like, where I live, it's way too expensive. And he says he knows some people in Georgia and the price is really good. So I started looking. Oh my God. Like, if I were to buy a house, like straight up buy a house that is like a real nice big house in, like, not even super far from the big city in Georgia, it would be so cheap compared to where I live in Southern Ontario. Like, I have like this little townhouse, right? And it's nice, it's a safe area. I would be paying more a month here than I would be as a homeowner in Georgia. Of like a 2-story house, 2 full bathrooms, like a full kitchen, full living room, a yard. What the fuck?
Pretty good.
That's crazy. Man, I gotta consider that.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be pretty easy to integrate into American society. Your laws are written in the same language that I speak, so not that hard. Well. You know, it's not like I need to learn a new language or anything. I already sound like an American. People always assume I'm American.
And they'd assume right if what you meant was North American.
Exactly. But they never mean that. Yeah, they never mean that. My favorite is when I get called, and I get called this often. Okay, I say often. Enough times that it's noticeable.
Mah-dry-bread.
Well, that too. That's very often.
Yes.
Quote, a shithead American. Which, there's something inherently funny about that to me, and I don't know why. Like, is the implication that Americans are automatically shitheads?
Well, yeah, you know me, right?
Yeah. What a shithead American. It's in the username.
This is why we couldn't record Randomizer, by the way.
Because I've been coughing so much?
No, because I've been a shithead American.
Oh, I just
But also, yes, because you've been coughing a lot.
Yeah, I just assumed that because I'm on a different audio track, you might be liberally cutting out my coughing.
I could.
But not my wheezing.
No.
No.
I cut out your drowsy, though.
I'm actually quite awake. I'm drinking pre-workout right now because I have so much fucking work today. I'm gonna have a revival herb because I don't want to die during the fight halfway up a tower with a doctor. Believe it or not, I kind of don't want to lose this fight.
So, today, I don't know if you'd find this interesting. You might. I was behind a car with 2 bumper stickers. One said, "I don't dial 911," and it had a picture of a gun. And the second one is, "Ban idiots, not guns."
Man, bumper stickers are the best way to get your politics across, because it's always funny.
my immediate first thought when I saw those was, can we ban this guy?
Ban idiots. Oh, that's so funny. Ban idiots. Look, I don't care what your stance is on guns. I can see both sides of that argument. I've heard compelling reasons for both, so I don't have a strong opinion on it. But there's something about bumper sticker politics that is just inherently so funny to me. Maybe it's because it's like, to me, it comes across as a very uniquely American thing that's really not popular up here in Canada. But bumper sticker politics is just so funny to me. Ban idiots.
What about bumper sticker religion?
It can be pretty funny too. You don't see much of that up here. People are less religious in Canada, but you see the occasional Jesus fish.
Try this one. A while back, I saw a bumper sticker that was advertising a karate, like a local karate place. It said, Cajun Jiu-Jitsu, on fire for Jesus.
On fire for Jesus?
Yep.
That sounds like some kind of weird self-sacrificial shit. I don't think Jesus is into that.
It's been a while since I've checked into Christianity, but I feel like that's not exactly what happened.
Immolate for Jesus.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Arson for Jesus.
All right, I have a Dragonair.
Yeah.
Oh, right, my Dragonair has Drought. That's so weird. Ice Punch.
Dragonair using a Falcon Punch. That's a Santa's Delibird reference.
That is a Santa's Delibird reference. Confirmed.
Yeah. It's not an episode or session of Randomizer without a Santa's Delibird reference. True Guardian.
Now, you know what? I just remembered a request I got forever ago that I don't think I looked into that heavily. It's... Someone said, what if you did a Pokemon Gen using Plusle and Minun? Isn't it, though, if you start them at level 5, they don't have any attacking moves?
I think Brandon looked into that already.
Yeah, I think he looked into that, and they only start with, like, Growl and Charm or some crap, where, like, you would need to use Struggle a bunch to be able to actually use them to learn a move. And don't get me wrong, that wouldn't stop me, because you guys have seen what I did in the fucking Magikarp challenge. It would slow down the beginning heavily, but... I guess the stereotypical thing would be do Emerald with it, which I'm not opposed to. But just off the top of the head, I'm like thinking of Emerald. Plusle Minun, I think that's pretty doable. I'm thinking of the hardest fights in the game, and Electric is not that bad. I don't know if I'd beat Steven. That'd probably be really hard, because he's got multiple Pokemon Earthquake, if I remember it. Oh, TM for Toxic, hell yeah.
Nice.
But I don't... Like, I'd beat Wallace. He's a Pokemon champion, and he's got a bunch of water types. Electric would be good. Plusle and Minun are crap Pokemon, but it would be 2 Pokemon. I can't really complain about that.
It's mostly 2 of the same thing, though.
I mean, there's a very small difference between them. They both learn one different move. I don't even remember if in Gen 3 they learned a different move, but in one of the gens...
I know in Gen 4 onward, I think Minun learned Trump Card, and Plusle learned Last Resort, or something like that.
Oh, okay, so they differentiated them more later, but in, I think it was Gen 3, one of them has a move that lowers, like, special defense, and the other one has one that lowers special attack. Something like that.
Fake Tears versus...
Fake Tears versus whatever the opposite equivalent is. That's what they learn differently.
Special attack.
Wow, the encounter rate in here is awful.
I can only think of Confide, and that didn't come in until Gen 5.
It's... I forget exactly what it was. I think it's like one learns Charm and the other one learns Fake Tears. Something along those lines. And,
yeah, Charm lowers attack harshly, and Fake Tears lower special defense harshly.
Yeah, I think it's something like that. And then base stat-wise, they have some small difference. Like, one has more special attack, one has more special defense, I want to say. I think Minun is special attack. But I don't remember 100%. They are, for the most part, the same Pokemon. Like, there's very minor differences. Oh, right, I should save. I don't want to crash.
at the time of recording this, mah-dry's Skitty Challenge is going live tomorrow.
Yes. I just said it for the 24-hour premiere thing. Which, by the way, for anyone who wonders why I do that, because I respond to individual comments when I see them, but, you know, the chances of you actually seeing the comment is quite low. So, yeah, the reason I put it up 24 hours ahead of time, I know it's mildly annoying, but it allows people of every time zone to hit the Remind Me button. So it's really helpful to people in countries that don't line up with my time zone. So I literally just do that so it's the most convenient for people in countries really far away. So sorry for your...
Not just your country, you self-entitled... Anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, I just do that so that it's a little bit more convenient for everybody. I mean, the video is coming out on the same day and the same time it would anyway. It's not like I'm delaying it for the premiere. It's coming at the same time it would have if I didn't have it, you know, clickable early. If anything, it's just a convenience. Fuck you, Dawn Fan. It's funny, Dawn Fan I really heavily associate with Gen 2, even though you barely see it in Gen 2.
Yep.
I think I just associate it because I remember from, like, the movie, and I remember it from Pokemon Stadium 2 in the minigames.
I don't remember if you said it was Fanpea that was a very Gen 2 Pokemon to you, or if it was one of the Hoppip lines.
Both.
Or maybe Mareep.
I was specifically all three of those, but I think Hoppip and Mareep I was talking about specifically earlier in probably this series as being like very Gen 2 to me. Mm-hmm. I mean that in a positive way. I like those Pokemon. Do I have any repels? I don't think I do. I probably checked last time. Balls.
Pokeballs?
I actually did
no repels, just Pokeballs.
Can I just say the encounter rate here is infuriating?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
The encounter rate in here is infuriating.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just thought I'd get that across.
Alright.
Come on, Doctor. Thank you. So where are you in the game right now again?
Heading up to Spiral Mountain, or whatever it's called.
I think that's from Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Boy howdy, I'd love to hit this 75% accurate move, which has missed 4 times in a row.
Whoa! Okay.
3 times, sorry, 3 times in a row.
Okay. I was gonna say, I was actually just talking with Johnston earlier today about the rarest things we've ever seen in Pokemon, because we've both played such an ungodly amount. He told me about the rarest thing he's seen, and it wasn't him who saw it, it was someone he knows and posted proof on Twitter. And it's unbelievable. So, you know Spinda, how its dots are randomly generated in a crazy way, right?
Yep.
He knows a guy on Twitter who posted, like, screenshots of his two Game Boy SPs. He was shiny hunting on that route, and he got... One was the Japanese game, and one was an English one. And it's an emerald, so, like... The step counter thing is a randomizer or something. I didn't fully understand how he explained it, but something about how shiny hunting is really, really hard in that game because you can't reset to get the same thing to show up over and over.
Can I guess what you're about to say?
Sure.
He found the same pattern of shiny of Spinda as the shiny.
Not quite that insane. 2 Spindas showed up at the same time with a pattern so similar that it was about 1 pixel off on 1 dot. He caught both of them, and their base stats are the exact same.
That is pretty crazy.
That's crazy. And, like, you see it on his DS screens, and one was even a Japanese cart. Like, it's... God, that is crazy. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, the season must have changed. I just...
yeah, it did.
Yeah, I just walked upstairs and it says Summer. I was like, that's not the name at the top of the tower.
Not as far as you know.
I mean, it's probably not.
They call it the Summer Tower because it's really long. And it's... Sorry, that joke fell flat. I think we need to restart the episode. Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 17 anyway. Don't mind this... Yeah, don't mind the sudden cut that just happened in the video. I think something occurred, but as far as what that was, I'll leave that up to you.
No, just assume it was racial slurs. I don't even know what it was, and we're in real life right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna assume that on your screen you accidentally flashed your address. I don't know.
Well...
Okay, you on purpose flashed your address.
Yeah.
Oh, before I forget, because we probably will forget if I don't bring it up now. I brought up last recording, but it's been like a week and a half. After you beat the flying gym, talk to the dude in the house above the Poke Center. Yeah, and then a TM will spawn on the bottom of the runway. And maybe it'll be something good, I don't know. It might not even be a TM, because it's just an item on the ground, so you could pick up a water bottle, and he's like, I hope you like the TM! I'm actually pretty curious as to what it's going to end up being.
I'm curious too.
You know, I'm actually excited for the next city I get to see what TMs they're selling.
Ha 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 ha.
What?
Dragonair has Truant.
Oh my god.
Hey, there it is again. I'm digging on this turn.
Haven't you run into a few with Truant?
Let's see, I've run into... What was it? I ran into Geodude, I've run into Dragonair. Then there was Snubble, I believe, with Shadow Force, which is a 2-turn attack, and then Truant, so he couldn't use it.
That's awesome.
But also, that reminds me, I had run into a Dratini early on in the game, and people were like, why didn't you catch the Dratini? And now I'm just laughing to myself about how I didn't catch a Dratini, and now I don't have to subject myself to finding out it has Truant as Dragonair. And I believe that's its only ability, too.
That, and you don't want to participate in gimmick infringement. Clearly having too many pseudo-legendaries is my gimmick.
Yes, and you already have a Dragonair.
I am doomed because of my stupid... I'm too stubborn. I want to use the pseudo-legendaries. It's funny. I love that uncomfortable, dull thud of when you get launched out of a cannon and land on steel.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about that.
It hurts.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about that sound effect, but it's both partly satisfying and... What's the word I'm looking for? I wouldn't say cringy, but it makes me flinch.
Yeah, I can see that. I feel like the word cringe has kind of been ruined, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I just don't use the word cringe, I use the word embarrass.
That works.
Something is embarrassing. Anytime you hear someone be like, oh, cringy, replace it with the word embarrassing and see if it still works. It's kind of like with meme. Replace it with the word joke and see if it still works. And if it does still work, use that. Because people often take it the wrong way if you use meme or cringe. It's just got a negative association now.
I mean, if you play Metal Gear Rising...
with the MDB crew.
Yeah, if you play Metal Gear Rising, there's a character who talks a lot about memes. But he doesn't mean internet memes.
Yeah. Well, you know, the word meme was created by Richard Dawkins, so it was actually made very recently. It's a very new word. And although it applies to internet memes, like that is a valid use of the word for sure. It originally just meant a cultural
phenomenon,
kind
or
of like a virus, basically. It's like a it's like a cultural thing, like a piece of culture that perpetuates itself,
and it spreads
through
easily.
Culture. Yes, so it's like it's not, virus makes it sound negative, but, you know, where it spreads through human contact, but it's a piece of culture, which is a really fascinating concept. Oh yeah, I totally want to learn Scratch, yeah. Ooh.
Twist Mountain, that's what it's called.
Is that really what it's called?
Yeah, I said Spiral Mountain before, but it's Twist Mountain.
What a crap name.
That's my other name. It's pretty meta, I have to say.
Yeah.